Rejuvenate your soul, body, and mind. Hi, I'm Kathy. I live on a sailboat, exploring the world, finding new locations for your gentle yoga. This week, we're in Santa Cruz Redwood Forest. Let's begin. Go ahead and get yourself settled on your mat. Root down through your sits bones, growing tall through your spine. I suggest holding onto your knees with a gentle touch as you have your shoulders back and down. It's a good time to close your eyes and inhale deeply through your nose. And long, deep exhale. On your next inhale, grow a little taller through your spine. Chest out. Open heart. And exhale. On your next inhale, just gently drop your chin to your chest. Feel that great stretch all the way down your spine to your tailbone. And just back and forth with your head. Experiment here with what feels right with your body. Back and forth, going a little deeper in that stretch. One more each way. And inhale, rise to neutral. And tip your right ear to your right shoulder. Feel that great warming feeling from the crown of your head all the way down to the tip of your shoulder. A little deeper there. And just micro adjustments here, finding that sweet spot just for you. A little bit of movement, stretching out, forward and back. Forward and back, one more. Rise to neutral. And drop your ear to the other side. Feel that great long stretch in your side neck. Just as far as comfortable. Don't ever do anything that's not comfortable for your neck and your spine. Forward and back. One more. And rise to neutral. Nice. Let's take our first inhale up with your hands. Filling your diaphragm with healthy air. And exhale. Letting all those worries and frets just drift away. Another inhale as we do our first forward fold. Just so gently. Inhale up. Reach tall. Coming all the way up from your hips. And tip forward from your hips. Looking at the horizon, reach to the horizon and slowly falling down. Looking straight down to keep the spine aligned. Exhaling, go a little deeper in this fold. Only is what's comfortable for you. And creeping your fingers back along the ground, rounding your back. Growing tall, shoulders back and down. You should be nice and relaxed now. Let's take another inhale up. And drop your hands right forward. Reaching towards the horizon. Open those fingers, stretching them out. And twist. Nice long twist coming down from the shoulder. You can experiment here. Whether it's slightly open. Everybody's shoulders and arms and wrists are different. You might come all the way open this way. Opening that chest. Twisting those arms. Stretching out the ligaments. Forward flexion, extension. Yoga is not really about building muscle. It's about stretching the connective tissues round and round. Open those knuckles. Nice. Interlace the fingers inside out. Push, rounding your back. Slight pelvic tilt. Keeping your alignment straight, looking at the horizon. Feel that great stretch down your back. And inhale, release the hands, coming into a modified cat-cow. Hands rest on your knees, pushing your back into arch, looking straight up. Rounding your back into a nice cat stretch. And go ahead and flow here, cat and cow. You flow as fast or as slow as you'd like, whatever feels best for your body. Pausing to feel the release and the healthy stretch. If you did 5 minutes of cat-cow every day, I'm sure by the end of the week you wouldn't have the back pain that sometimes comes with getting older. One more big cow and big cat. And come into neutral, shoulders back and down. Nice, let's just roll our heads one more time. Round and round to the left. And to the right. Feeling so grateful for this wonderful body that gives us strength, stability, and flexibility. And let's go ahead and bring your shoulders up and exhale them down. Let's go ahead and flow here. Matching your breath. At this time, you might start sucking in your abs, bringing your belly button into your spine, nice and tight, keeping that great grounding down feeling into your abdomen muscles. Nice firm belly makes for a strong back. And last time, up with your shoulders. Now let's go big circles back around to the front, up, back around to the front. Rolling, opening up the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and the other way. Lifting your fingertips off the mat. One more. And coming to center. Go ahead and take both hands and twist, looking back a bit, and hold. One more moment. Wrapping the arms to the front, all the way to the left. Tightening that belly, keeping that core taut for the rest of the practice. One more moment. And back to center. Nice. Feel free to rearrange your feet whenever you need to. It might be butterfly, it might be crisscross. If your knees are tight this morning, it might even be with legs out front. That's fine. Let's do another forward fold. Inhale up. Healthy, fresh breath air. Up. And tilt from your hips, reaching to the horizon. Pause here, looking at the horizon. Bring your shoulders forward and slowly going down. Looking straight down. Exhale, release the hips. Relax all the muscles in your back. Sit straight and tall. Inhale up. Warrior. We're going to do some bicep curls here. Straight out. Make a nice tight fist. Curl them in. Touch fingertips to shoulders. Squeeze everything in your arm. Open back up. And flow here. We'll do about 10. This is all about your core. Tighten your core. Feeling that tight back strengthening with every pull. Inhale in. Exhale out. Squeezing, tightening. Just do as many as your body allows. And one more. And release them down. Open those fingertips. Feel that great tingling sensation as it moves the oxygen all through your arms. And inhale up. Back into your warrior. And let's bring your elbows together. Touch fists. And open your chest all the way. A little bit more extension here. And close. We'll flow here. Keep your fists tight and your belly taut. One more. And here's that release. Hands go down, shoulders are down. Let's just loosen your neck. Round and round. Side to side. Excellent. Let's go ahead and move into eagle pose. Lift up your right foot. Cross it over your left. Placing your feet wherever is comfortable for you. You might tighten them up. Feet towards your hips. Stacking the knees. Growing tall in your sits bones. Inhale up. Here we go with a nice hatha pose. Stacking your elbows one on top of the other. Lifting your elbows. And your eye gaze is right on the inside of your elbows. Tight core. Breathe. If your mind starts to wander in this practice, just keep your thoughts focused on your breath work and the healthy stretch. One more moment. And exhale out of this pose. Other side, undo. Right foot on the bottom, stack your knees, left foot on the top. Pull your heels in tight to your hips, but modify whatever you can. Other hand, ready, inhale up, and stacking arms the other way. Hands rise to the sky, keeping your upper arm parallel to the floor. It's a nice time to close your eyes and just reflect. Feel so grateful for the time we have together, this wonderful practice. And exhale your way down. Nice. Let's take a moment now to wrap around to the end of your mat. Nice tight ball, hugging your knees, rounding your back, looking straight down. Feel that great stretch. And inhale, rising tall in this pose, looking up. And just flow here for a moment, rounding and arching. One more. Nice. Put your hands on the other side of your hips, coming into a low squat. Open up your feet about hip distance apart. Just weight forward, stretching out the Achilles, stretching out the space above the heels, connecting it to your calf. And all the way up onto your toes, stretching out those knuckles in your toes. Planting your hands on your mat, rising your hips to forward fold. Slight bend in your knees, holding onto the backs of your legs. Halfway lift, hands on shins, look forward at the horizon, nice flat back. Forward fold. Nice, we're going to work our way down onto the mat. Find your way into tabletop position. Nice, perfect rectangle. Back. Arching your back, looking forward at the horizon or slightly up. Feel that great stretch in your belly. And cat cow. Let's go ahead and shoot your hips back to child's pose. Reaching those hips way back. Reaching your hands way forward. Look straight down. Just dropping your head as low as comfortable. This is a great stretch for your spine, your hips, your glutes. If it's more comfortable to bring your hands down by your feet, experiment here with what works for you.
And rising back up into tabletop.
Get your left hand high into the sky. And your needle underneath, coming down onto your shoulder, resting your head. Other hand goes up to the sky, bend the elbow, and rest the hand anywhere that it falls. Feel that yummy spinal twist, tightening the belly. Focus on your breathing. Hand up to sky, coming down onto the mat. Support yourself, pushing yourself up. And up to the sky, and then down. Other hand up to the sky, reaching through. Now twist, landing on your shoulder, resting your head, other hand up. Then the elbow, hand comes down.
Gently untwist to tabletop, moving into a downward dog, finding that good stretch in your heels. And right leg up to the sky, bend, up, down, left leg up, bend, up, down.
Hamstrings, lowering your head and chest just as much as you can go. Excellent. Drop down to your knees. Under your toes, reaching back into child's pose, pushing those hips as far back as they'll allow. Looking straight down, resting your forehead or your chin on your mat. Fingers are far out in front. Feel that great stretch. Releasing the low back and the hips. Just one more moment. Relaxing the shoulders, drooping the elbows. Big healthy breath in through your nose. And exhale. Rising up onto all fours. Plant your toes, come up to down dog, pressing those heels back. Really good down dog, pressing into your heels. Feel that great stretch in your calf muscles, hamstrings, lowering your head and chest just as much as you can go. Excellent. Drop down to your knees. Under your toes, reaching back into child's pose, pushing those hips as far back as they'll allow. Looking straight down, resting your forehead or your chin on your mat. Fingers are far out in front. Feel that great stretch. Releasing the low back and the hips. Just one more moment. Relaxing the shoulders, drooping the elbows. Rising up onto all fours. Plant your toes, come up to down dog, pressing those heels back. Walking your feet up to your hands. Going into a nice little yogi squat. Bending your knees. Going back down onto your heels as best you can. Hands come to the inside of your knees. Flattening out your back. Looking at the horizon. Pressing those knees a little open. Feeling that hip flexor. Opening up. Just for a moment. We're going to be moving back onto our backs for a while. Doing some legs, some straddles. Starting with a bridge. Planting your spine into the mat. Feeling that grounding. And start squeezing your abs, hollowing out all the way around your belly button, pressing straight down into the ground. Starting with a bridge here. Slight pelvic tilt. Feel the ground under your palms and rise your hips. Up into bridge. Squeeze. If you'd like, you could clasp your hands underneath your hips. Walk your elbows together. Draw your shoulder blades together. And rise up a little further. Nice. And tap your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lowering your back one vertebrae at a time. Chest, belly, hips, and release. Find your breath. We're going to flow here about 5-6 times. Same thing. Tightening your core, engaging all the ab muscles, slight pelvic tilt, rise the hips, belly, chest. Clasp your hands a little higher with the belly, raising up with bridge. Tap your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly lower. Chest, belly, hips, and down. Here we go again. Ready, tilt, squeeze, rise. Pushing those hip bones up. Tap, 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 tap. Lowering one vertebrae at a time. Rounding that back down. Pressing the spine into the earth. Here we go again. Squeeze up. You got this. Squeeze those bums. Tap, 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 tap. And ready to roll down. One vertebrae at a time for our final bridge. Breathe. Pelvic tilt. Squeeze your belly and up. Not too high. Don't want to compress your neck vertebrae. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lowering one vertebrae at a time. Excellent. And bring your knees in. Hug your knees and roll around. Moving into happy baby, open those knees, reach through, grabbing the underside of your ankles or your feet, whatever you can hold on to. Open those knees, open those feet. We're going to explore here these feelings, your hips. Everybody has different joints here. If it feels good to rock forward and back, or maybe back and forth. Nice, bringing your feet together in butterfly, holding your toes, opening the knees, pulling those feet in towards the groin, and focus on your abs. You're squeezing. Strong abs make for a very healthy low back. Engaging. Nice tight squeeze before we lower our feet to the ground in butterfly and all the way to the ground. Keeping your hands resting on the inside of your knees, and now you can release. Release your belly. Relax every muscle. Breathing energy into your body. These moments of relaxation really rejuvenate your body, your mind, and your soul. One more moment. And slowly rise your knees together. Nice. You can place your hands underneath your bum as we raise our legs up to the sky. I'm going to do some hip flexors and some leg strengtheners. Let's start with flex and point. Flex and point. Your belly is engaged. Strong, tight. On your next flex, go ahead and open into straddle and close. Crisscross the knees just a little bit. Flex, open. Point, close, crossing, opposite way. Let's go ahead and flow here. Engage in the belly. Three more. If you'd like a little more core, you could lift your head, look at the horizon between your knees. Last one, and close. Nice. Bring your hands a little bit under your hips there. You're going to lower your feet nice and tight, thighs and calves. Lower about an inch or two above the floor, and then rise. We'll just do a few of these. This is a flow here that you get better with time. You do these a few days a week. You'll strengthen your core, strengthen your back. Two, and one. Very nice. Bring both knees in and roll off with those hips a little free massage. Round and round the other way, forward and back, whatever suits your body. And moving into jackknife. You could raise your head for core, hold on to your left knee, pointing your right toe, squeeze, hold, and switch. Squeeze, cramp, hold, and switch. We'll flow about 10 here. Your core is engaged. If you need a little support under your head with your hand, that's fine. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Bring your knees in. And release your head. Just hold on to your knees and do circles. Another way. We're going to move into some spinal twists here. So plant your feet wide on your mat, maybe even off your mat. Really wide, opening those knees. Hands on your belly. Windshield wiper knees. You're just going to drop your knees to the right. And then back up. Drop them to the left. Get some movement. Feel free to hold this stretch a little bit here, dropping that inner knee lower to the ground. Back and forth. One more each way. Bringing your right knee into your chest, dropping your left leg out straight. Nice. Full spinal twist. Opposite hand to that knee. Pull that knee across your belly, rotating and twisting the spine gently as far over as it will go. Arm comes out into T and look at those fingers. We're going to hold this pose a couple 2 minutes. Release any tensions in your belly, in your hip flexor. Lowering that top knee just a little more as you breathe energy down your spine. So healthy, so grateful for taking care of your body and your mind. Bringing the knee back up, centering your spine. Bring both knees together. Nice little rock. And move into the opposite leg. Crossing your hips over your body. One side might be a little tighter than others. Bringing that arm out into a T, looking at those fingers. And release. Relax. And stay present. One more moment. Nice. Support that knee coming back into center, grounding the spine into the mat. Both knees together. For some rocking horse here, you can crisscross your ankles, just finding some movement forward and back. Forward and back. Experiment with how far you want to come forward, rolling all the way up into a little fold, coming all the way back down into plow. A few more rocks here. Getting ready for our last core. Planting your feet, planting your hands. Nice. Hands behind your head. Engage your core. Tighten your belly button down into your spine. Nice. We're going to lift, twist, aiming one elbow to the opposite knee. Twist back and down. Tighten, lift, other side. Twist, center, and down. That's 2, here's 3. There's 4. Here's 6. Last one. And down. Release the back, release the knees, all the way flat. You could have hands overhead. Feel that nice stretch. Arching your back, comes off the mat, opening the rib cage and the obliques. Big inhale. Exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale. Nice. Scooch over to the side of your mat. You're going to roll onto your belly. Hands go by your hips. Place your forehead on the mat. Take a moment here at this new position before we rise up into Cobra. Squeeze your shoulders down. We're going to be lifting our hands and our feet in a moment off the ground, an inch or two. You're going to squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the core. Ready, lift those hands and feet straight up. If your chest can come off the ground too, that's fine, and lower. Up, all fluid motions, and down. Up and down. On your up, you want to squeeze the glute, squeeze the low back, and lower. Up and lower. Keep going. A few more. Two more. Last one. And lower. Tuck your toes under, plant your hands by your head, and move into child's pose. Your knees can either be together or wide. Hands can be out front or down by your feet. Take a moment here to restore your energy and your body. And exhale. And relax into this wonderful, healthy pose. Feeling your shoulders droop. Keeping your mind present on your breath and the sensations in your body. One more healthy breath. And bring your hands into tabletop. Hands squared under your shoulders. All 10 fingers spread out wide. Pushing down into the ground, grow a little taller in your shoulders. Knees are properly aligned underneath your hips. First balancing table. Right hand out along the horizon in one plane. Opposite leg, point the toe. Really engage your belly, your glutes. Strong leg, intense hold. Everything squeezed and engaged. 3, 2, 1. Now draw the elbow in, draw the knee in. Nice rounded back. And back out flat, straight and strong. Flow here about 8. It's 2. Go at your own speed. That's 4. Try not to let your shoulders sag. 6, 7, 8, and plant your hand. Other side for balancing table. Arm long and strong, opposite leg. In one plane. Your back is straight. Strong glute. Hold everything squeezing. 3, 2, 1. Draw the elbow into the knee. Round the back. Straighten the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, One more. And replace to tabletop. Open up those knees for child's pose, touching your toes together. Hips go straight back. Hands go way out in front, lowering your chest to the ground. And exhale. This is the time to release again. Nothing's tight. Moving your body into table, tucking your toes, finding your down dog, pressing the heels down into the ground. And walking your feet towards your hands. Finding your straddle. This can be a wide straddle or narrow, depending on what your body is up to today. Just hold your elbows and let your body hang in Raggedy Andy style. You can sway, find some movement back and forth, or forward and back. What kind of movement your hips need today. Nice. Dropping your hands down to the ground. Lowering your head towards the ground in that nice fold. Excellent. Let's walk your hands to your right foot. Feel that great stretch down your hamstring, nose to knee. Raise your right hand up to the sky. Look up. And down. Hands to the center. Hands to the left, stretching out that hamstring. Rise your left hand up to the sky, look up and down. We'll flow here a few more times. Center right, hand up and down. Center left, hand up and down. Center right, hand up and down. Center, left, hand up and down. One more each way to the right. Center and to the left. And just hold those elbows again, feeling that weight stretching you down towards the earth. That great stretch in your hamstring. Nice. Heel toe walking your feet together at the top of your mat. As we move into sun salutations, let's start it right here with a forward fold. Holding onto the backs of your shins or ankles, looking at the horizon behind you. You can have a slight bend in your knee. Hands on your shins, flat back, go to halfway lift, look at the horizon in front. Forward fold, inhale, rise, Tadasana. Hands together at the top. Just a side bend here, opening those obliques. Other way. Exhale, hands come down. This. Nice and flat, you're all in one plane. Tight belly, tight buttocks, with elbows pointing backwards. Slowly lower your head, chest, belly, scoop up. Up dog. Hold for just a moment. Down. Tuck your toes under. Push up, chaturanga. Down dog. Walk your feet back to your hands. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise. Hands together, side bend. Other way. Exhale. 2 more just like that. Ready? Inhale. And dive from the hips. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Plant your hands. Walk your feet to down dog. Hips are high in the sky. Heels are down. Moving forward into chaturanga hold. Lower your head, chest, hips, scoop up. Lower. Push up. Down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, rise, hands together. Side bend. Other way. And exhale. One more. Inhale up. Dive from your hips down to forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Plant your hands on the mat. All 10 fingers spread. Walk to down dog. Pressing those heels down. Come to chaturanga. Lower. Scoop up. Up dog. Squeeze. Lower. Push up. Hold your plank. Almost done. Down dog. Walk your feet up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale, rise. Hands together, side bend. Other way. Exhale. Excellent. Whew, let's just find some movement here. We'll walk it out a little bit. Shake out those hands. Shake out those hips. Wonderful. Moving into our Savasana experience here in the redwood forest. Coming to the edge of your mat. Inhale up. Dive, forward fold, bend your knees. Hips to the mat. Roll your way back. Gently onto your back. Finding such a relaxing pose with Savasana. Relaxing your legs. Let your feet just flop outwards. Relaxing your arms, hands open to the sky. Releasing every muscle. Slowing your breath. Getting very present with your breath and the sensations of your body. Feel free to close your eyes and just listen to the music. Or if you'd like to open your eyes for some visual scenery for your Savasana experience. With your next breath, you're going to start waking up your toes and fingers. When you're ready, bend your knees and slide to your side. On your next breath, push yourself up, supporting your body. Coming into easy pose. Let's take an inhale up. Hands together. Coming down to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.